Good morning, folks. It's December already, you know. This has been both one of the longest years of my life and yet at the same time, one of the shortest. I can't believe we're just a few weeks out from Christmas. It seems to have happened so fast, and yet it's been so far away for so long. But here we are. So I want to take this opportunity and get you in the loop, make sure you know what's going on around St. Paul's for Christmas time. So first of all, the mission committee has got a lot of irons in the fire. They've got a lot going on right now. So you may have noticed online, and for those that are in person, we're doing quite a few collections. So we're collecting food for the Salvation Army. We're also collecting volunteers. If you'd like to help with one of the kettles, take a shift manning one of the kettles, or womaning one of the kettles, peopling one of the kettles, helping out that way. We're also collecting gifts for the families at Quetzal House, which is a local shelter. And we're also collecting hats and gloves and mittens. If you get these are actually awesome. If I was to receive these, if I was homeless and in need, it was Jay Bailey that actually showed me these things. They're the best. They're just great. So we're collecting hats, gloves, scarves, any kind of cold winter gear, and especially to you may or may not be aware that the border to Trinidad and Tobago is closed. So we actually do have a lot of the farm workers not actually able to leave Canada. They're simply not able to go home. They won't let them back in the country. So any kind of coats and stuff that you've got as well, be sure to bring those in, and we'll make sure that they get to somebody that needs them. So these are some of the giving opportunities that we have going on right now in the church. I want to take a minute and talk to you about the Christmas Eve service. Now, normally we have two Christmas Eve services, but this year, because we're not having the families gather in the way that we have in the past, and there's a lot of folks who are still not comfortable coming back, so we're going to do one service this year, and we'll do it at 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock Christmas Eve, we'll have a worship service. As usual, please pre-register. We want to make sure that we don't want to be turning anybody away at the door. We want to make sure that we've maximized our space. So certainly call the office, call me, email, just let us know whether you're coming or not. The service itself, Ian's been working hard with the soloists. So of course we're not able to sing, but it is still going to be, music is going to be the focal point of the service. So much like the lessons and carols, right? So we're going to have a lot of music, good music. The other interesting thing is that we're going to have a pageant. Now, the Christian Nurture has been working with the youth, and they put together a video. So it's kind of a modern, ancient take on the Jesus birth narrative. So we're going to have that right in the middle, surrounded by music. We're still going to do the candlelight thing, although this year we've got to do it with battery operated candles, because you can't blow out a candle when you're wearing a mask. And I guess we want to keep our distance as far as passing the flame. So we've had to modify things a little bit, but it's going to be a good service. I'm quite looking forward to it. So please make sure that you pre-register, and remember, one service at 7 o'clock. Now, if you're not able to come, the good news is that our live streaming is now operational. And this is really exciting. This is good news for me too, actually. So last week, while I was on study leave, I watched. It was our second trial run at the streaming, and I got to tell you, I was impressed. Like I thought that there'd be quite a steep learning curve. That we'd start off very amateurish and then sort of figure this out as we're going, but I got to tell you, the operators and stuff, they're really on the ball. They're doing really quite well. So that's really good news actually for me, because I got to tell you, I've been pretty overwhelmed the last couple of months, and you may have noticed that the midweek reflection videos weren't really coming out. They were starting to dry up. So this streaming actually it helps me a lot, because I don't have to pre-record everything, right? So that saves actually a large amount of work. So it's good for me, but it's good for you guys as well too, because instead of watching what I've recorded on a Tuesday morning or a Wednesday afternoon, you're going to be right in the sanctuary with us, watching things as they happen, which just kind of changes everything. You know, it's a new way of trying to bring us together as much as we're able in this kind of weird time. Now, one thing that I need to tell you about the streaming is that we're only able to stream to one location at a time. So right now we have videos on both YouTube and on Facebook, but our technology that we've got allows us to pick one or the other for the live stream. So we've opted to go with Facebook because that seems to have more of the viewers. So I got to turn off my coffee maker here. Can't compete with the noise. So we decided that we're going to go with Facebook because that's where we get the most views. So what will happen is if you go onto our Facebook page a few minutes before the service, you'll see the live feed there. Just click on it and it'll start playing. And then you'll be watching everything as it happens. Now, we're not going to abandon the YouTube, but what we have to do, because we can only go to one location at a time, is we stream to Facebook, we record it, and then I'll edit it and upload it into YouTube, which means that if you want to watch a Sunday worship, it'll be on Facebook as it happens. It'll be on YouTube later on in the afternoon, like 1 or 2 o'clock. So it'll take me a few hours to get all that done. So so tune in to Facebook. You'll be able to see everything happening there. Huge thank you to both Bruce Murray and Ian Madge, you know, because they've put a lot of hours into, you know, working with the company that's done all the install and trying to figure this out and make it all happen. And it looks great, and I'm just really, really excited about it. So hopefully the midweek videos will start up again now that I've got a little bit more time and a little more creative juice now. Now, the last thing I want to tell you about as far as Christmas goes, we have our Christmas Eve service on the 25th. So that's on, I believe, a Thursday night. On Sunday the 27th, we're going to have a quiet Sunday. In the Bible, it tells us that every 7 years we're supposed to let our fields go fallow, which means just not plant anything. Give them a chance to rest and to recover and regenerate. And we're going to do that together as a church as well too. The all the work that it's gone into, all the technical stuff that we've been doing, but also once we open the doors, we have all these extra volunteers cleaning and greeting and signing people in and doing all kinds of things. And I think it's really important that we take one Sunday and we just rest and we stay with our families and stay at home. I'll be more than happy to direct you to, we can do some online worship with some other churches. I'll give you some links and stuff later on that we can do that. But we're going to have a Fallow Sunday where we just kind of rest and recharge, let our volunteers and our staff just kind of take a breath for a little bit. And so that's our plan for Christmas. So make sure that you're stopping by the church with gifts and food and gloves. Make sure that you're signing up for the Sunday worships and also especially for Christmas Eve. And just have a blessed Christmas.